Hello Internet, I'm Zan and welcome to another Let's Play series. And I believe the day has finally come. As you can tell from the title screen we're looking at here, I'm finally going to get to play a Monster Hunter game on the YouTube channel. I talk about it a lot, but Monster Hunter is my favorite video game franchise of all time. I've played a whole lot of the various games, and I have played Monster Hunter World before, but given at the time of recording this, the expansion to Monster Hunter World Iceborne is coming out in a little bit less than a month, I figured I would jump back in and sort of relearn the game and get familiar with it before the expansion hits. And this is the PC version we're playing on, which I've owned on Steam for a while, but haven't really spent any particularly large amount of time on. So I figured we'd start up a new character on this, jump back into Monster Hunter World, and I can talk about the game and I can talk about the series that I've spent so much time on. So what we'll do is go ahead and start up a brand new character. This one right here was just a test character that I made to test out some settings with the game. So we'll go ahead and start down here and jump into the game proper.
Sisters and brothers of the Fifth Fleet, it's time. I'll keep my farewell brief. Never was much with words. Once you board this ship, there's no turning back. The next ground your feet will touch will be that of the New World. If any of you have lost your nerve, then step away now, and let no one judge you. Very well. Then sail safe and strong, and may the Sapphire Star light your way. Sometimes you have to poke them hard. They can be very dangerous. Good friend.
Yo, did you hear? We're almost there. You ready to grab this new world by the horns? Don't know about you. It feels like ages since I left home to join the commission. So, nervous? Believe you me, I get it. Anything could happen to us, but hey, that's happened.
Hey, aren't you one of the A-list hunters?
What? No way! So are we! Hey! Tell us your name!
Okay. Before we get started on our adventure here, I'm going to have to create a new character. And I'll probably go with a female character like I usually do in the Monster Hunter games. But as far as the specifics, I usually can get wrapped around the axle when it comes to character creation. So what I'm going to do is go through all the settings, create my character, and then I'll cut to the finished results, and then we can move on. Okay, it has been a long time. I spent quite a bit of time fiddling around with the settings on the character creator here. But I think we finally got a combination of attributes I'm happy with. I wish Monster Hunter World had a little bit more customization options, like the ability to change the size of things like eyes and nose and mouth. Instead, you can only really choose from preset models, and then you can mess around with the orientation a little bit, but you can't scale them. I know Iceborne is going to add some more hairstyles, so depending on how long I'm going to spend with the PC version, maybe I could switch things up later. I opted for shorter hair since the character that I created on the PS4 version had longer hair, and I went with sort of a more green shade and purple eyes. The default expression for the characters in this, just for creator purposes, is kind of interesting. I wrestled around with the eyes a lot for settling on these somewhat large ones. The previous ones I had made the character kind of look stoned, but I think this will work. The characters emote more during cutscenes and during other things, so this is all just sort of a neutral placeholder. But using the default armor, this is what our character looks like. For some reason, it shades her hair a little bit darker, but that's okay. I think it looks fine. This was one of the pre-order bonuses, I believe, the origin armor. And now we can enter a name. I do have a list of names for characters, so I did look through that before getting back to the footage here. We'll go with Elta. Ah, that's right. I get to create my cat companion. Part of the fun of Monster Hunter is accompanying you on your journey is a cat person called FalKKonE. And I think we'll go with this color. Won't spend too much time on the customization here. The default color is good. We'll do blue eyes. Ears fine. Little zigzag tail's fine. We only get the default armor or no armor. We'll keep the default leather armor here. And for the name of our cat companion, let's see. Usually there's several different ones that I've used in previous games. We'll go with Yami. It's cat pun. And it took forever, but we're finally ready to start the game off proper.
So, how about a toast?
To the A-list! And the commission!
Cheers!
So, tell me, what's your theory? The Elder Dragons must migrate to the New World for some reason. After running the research commission for 40-odd years, the guild's itching for an answer. They say the Fifth Fleet's got the best shot at cracking this case, and I agree!
Keep it down. Hey, speaking of, A-listers usually operate in teams of 2. Have you sat down with your partner yet?
Listen to that. Getting rough out there. The waves are picking up. And that's gotta mean landfall. You're on the A-list, right? Huh. Meowdy-do. I'm not psychic, but I do have pretty good ears. Ah, put her there. I happen to be an A-lister myself. Oh, whoa!
that part done, we finally get control over our character here. This is the quote-unquote intro tutorial.
Hello? Anybody there? Oh, hey, it's you! Look what happened to the ship! We have to do something!
So right away we're dropped in on this sort of giant volcano looking
It's not
thing.
safe here. This way!
This character is the handler. As all the key characters in this particular Monster Hunter game don't have actual names. They're just sort of known by their titles. Without much explanation about what's going on, we need to figure out how to get off of this island.
We need to get out of here. I've got an idea. This way. Watch yourself. Hurry! Oh, wow, wyverns. Ugh. I think my first encounter would be filled with so much packing. Shoo! Shoo! This way! No, the ground's moving again. We're on! I knew it! Time to hitch a ride and get off this thing! Come on, let's go! Get a good running start, then jump!
Turns out we were on a dragon the whole time.
The new world.
Overall, the game seems to be running okay on this particular version on my PC. I'm getting a little bit of slowdown, at least on my end. I was running one of the graphics mods, but it was causing the game to crash, so I took it off. Depending on how it actually runs in-game throughout these recording sessions, I might mess around with the settings a little bit. Overall, the frame rate is still running at 60. It looks like it's picking up okay on the recording too.
What's this? Somebody must have set up this camp. I found this in the tent. It has a map in it. Well, part of one at least. Looks like we're right around here. The Research Commission's base of operations is here. This is where our ship was supposed to dock. For now, I think it would be best if we make our way to base. The map should help us find our way.
Okay. As this is still sort of the intro tutorial section, I don't have any weapons. The basic controls haven't been explained too much more than just moving and sort of dashing. Using the shoulder button, R1, allow you to sprint. I'm using a PS4 controller, so it's those are the controls I'm used to.
Look,
The prompts are going to
the
be
research
all
commission's
Xbox
headquarters.
buttons
Come on, let's get going.
because the Steam version was ported from what I assume is the Xbox One. You'll see, it'll say A, B, and whatnot, but I'm using a PS4 controller.
According to the map,
Hitting X is our evade, allows us to roll.
these Aptonoths seem every bit as docile as the ones back home.
Where did she go?
It looks like we need to go around. Something's up. The scout flies are gathering. What a weird plant. There's one over here,
Oh,
too.
there she is.
Come on. I think I found the way back to base.
Most of the HUD hasn't populated either.
I had the scout flies memorize my scent earlier. If you lose sight of me, just follow the scout flies, and they'll lead you right to me. We can push our way through these vines.
Okay, easy there.
Don't pick a fight if you don't have a weapon. We need to hide. Come on, this way. Hurry!
Because I don't have a weapon, the game uses this opportunity to sort of explain the stealth mechanic. If you go to cover and
Whoa.
duck, the monsters will lose sight of you and de-aggro.
Okay, coast is clear. Let's get going while we still can.
The scout flies she mentioned are these green bugs. They path to targets and you can set them. They function sort of like your guiding beacons.
Nothing can stop us. Wait, there's something here. What is this track? There's more over there. Let's check it out.